What's up, everybody? Sitting here in the dark, as I live most of my life in the dark. um, um, yeah, what's everybody doing out there on a Saturday night? I got a, uh, I got a delivery here in a minute. Is what I got going on. Well, a minute, about 3 hours from now, maybe 5 hours. Not sure. I got a delivery. It's a 2 a.m. delivery. I was reading on Google Maps. They open at midnight. So what the heck? I'm going to be up anyway. I'm going to go over there at midnight. But yeah, I got a delivery just right across the street here. What's everybody else doing? I'm just chilling on a Saturday night here at the Quick Trip. At the Quick Trip, chilling. Just went over, had a cheeseburger. Let's see. What's everybody doing? Hit that thumbs up for me if you could when you come in. I appreciate it. If you're watching this on a replay, slap that thumbs up button for me. We got Big Rig Rex in the house. What's happening? Not much. Chilling. Hang on one second here. Let me grab this other phone. See if this thing's even charged up. Oh, apparently it's not. I planned this out very well. We'll leave that there to charge for a minute. I like having the secondary phone going. That way I don't have to have the screen here so bright, and it's easier to read the comments off the other one. But yeah, let's see here. Not first in the house, Big Rig Rex. I like that name. Also, just slammed a triple cheeseburger from Wendy's, so forgive me. Um, um, I eat like I'm dining with a pack of wolves, man. I cannot slow down and eat. I eat so fast. My kids think it's the funniest thing ever. I'm like, hey, I grew up with a lot of cousins and whatnot, and to get as big as I am, you got to eat quick. You know what I mean? Because the seconds, they wouldn't many going back for seconds. So, let's see here. Dale in the house. What's up, Cash? That's what Dale says. Not much. Chilling. Got a 2 a.m. delivery coming up here in a minute, so I'm going to run over there at midnight. I left out Saturday afternoon on my last load, so I'm going to count this load on this week because technically I still am going to do another pickup on Sunday tomorrow. So this load, technically it was a full 7 days. It actually went over by a couple hours, but I'm going to count it as 7 days. It went over by I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to be there at midnight, but I got to pick up again tomorrow. Yeah, keep this train rolling. I'm telling you, man. The freight markets are really good right now. Got to get it while getting is good. It's good enough that I was going up to I'm in Wisconsin right now, and I was like, I need to see if I can find a load for Sunday because I don't want to wait I deliver this early morning Sunday, like midnight to 2 a.m. I'm going to go over there at midnight. That's when they open. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to wait. So I got to looking for a load for Sunday, and there was actually quite a few loads for Sunday out of here. So, did pretty good on a Sunday load too. This is why I don't use this phone anymore, because it is annoying as hell trying to get it to turn on. The battery's not even dead. It's at 17%, and it's just like, I don't know. It's giving me a hard time. Let's see. Trucker Wild TV, what's up, brother? See, this thing has went back to this. Like, why didn't it start? Oh, it's so annoying. It's like it doesn't work when it's plugged in. You got to unplug it, and then it'll act like it's going to start, but then it won't. Yeah, fun stuff. I'd like to throw this phone out the window, but I like to keep it as like a Wi-Fi. Now it's saying the battery's dead. That's why I don't use this phone anymore. Very annoying. But yeah, what's up, Trucker Wild? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate everybody coming in on a Saturday night. There's a lot of fun things you could be doing, but you're hanging out over here, and I appreciate it. Big Rig Rex says, so glad to see a weekend live. Yeah, man, I try to crank out some lives. I like doing lives. Let's see here. Trucker Wild says, out to dinner with wife and kids. Oh, I am jealous of that. I wish I was doing that. Um, I went out last weekend. I went out, man. I went to if you're ever in Minneapolis, go to Manny's, Manny apostrophe S, Manny's Steakhouse. Man, that was the best meal I've ever had. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's up there in price. You're not, but I hadn't went out to eat in, like, as far as like out to eat, and I couldn't even tell you the last time, So I was like, yeah, I'm splurging. BOC in the house. What's up? Everybody check out Trucker Wild TV's channel. He's got a good channel going over there. BOC's got a good channel going. Excuse me, I just ate a Wendy's triple cheeseburger, and I ate it like it was, like there was somebody coming for it. You know what I mean? Like, when they say wolfed it down, I mean a wolf couldn't eat a cheeseburger as fast as I ate this thing. So yeah, chewing optional. BOC says expert negotiator, $25 a mile. Yeah, I seen your video earlier, man, where you're cranking out like a $400 load for 40-mile load for $400. I ain't negotiating nothing like that this week, so I'm pretty jealous of that. Um, you know, Not that I've been getting killed this week. This is actually gonna be my second best revenue week ever. So I'm not mad at the rates. I'm probably averaging. I think I ballparked it the other day. I'm averaging about 280 a mile this week, all miles. Like really really good week. And that's even with this load I got here, which is dog crap. I went down to Florida, and I headed back up to Georgia and got this. Not even a good rate from Georgia to here. It was like $2 a mile. So even with that, I still had a good week. That multi-stop load over to Jersey, man, last weekend, that was money. That was money. And it kills me because nobody wants to do those like over here. You know what I mean? Like that load was, I should do a video on just that load. It was like a 5-stop in North Jersey, like Jersey City, Edison, kind of around the airport area. But nobody wants to do those over here. They cry about them, and I'm like, the thing weighed like, I don't know, 27,000 pounds. It was 5 stops. Don't get me wrong, it's not where people want to be, but I mean, like 5,500 to go from Minneapolis to North Jersey, man. I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I think it was 425 a mile or something like that. Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I got it wrote down here. Let me see what it was. There's no reason to sit around and let's see here. Yeah, it was 5 stops. It weighed 27,000 pounds. It was 32 degrees start and stop. 70 deadhead miles. And let's see. Oh, excuse me, man. I swear to God, one of these days I'm going to learn to not eat like that. So, yeah, 70-mile deadhead, 1,218 loaded miles, so 1,288 total miles. Let's say 1,300 miles because I like rounding up, and that worked out. That was $419 a mile to the carrier. That was $335 a mile to the truck. So I spent $275 in diesel on that run. I spent $49 in reefer, $24 in DEF, $110 in tolls. I did go around. The Indiana toll road. I'm over the Indiana toll road. Unless I'm really pressed for time, we're not doing Indiana toll road anymore. It just ain't happening. Um, but yeah, so spent a total of $458 in variable cost on that load. If you take away the 4360 I made to the truck, I made $3,902 after variable cost on a load that picked up. Did I pick up Saturday? Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. I picked it up Saturday afternoon. I think I had like a 3 or 4 p.m. appointment on that. Um, I ran it over. I did 3 deliveries Tuesday and 2 deliveries Wednesday. So it was like a 4 or 5 day run. Didn't even really kill my week. I still got in a run that went to Florida from there and a load that came all the way back to Wisconsin. So it has been a heck of a week. I probably did, I'm probably ballparking 3,500 miles this week. Um, but yeah, overall, really good week. Really good week. I picked up a load of citrus out of Jersey that went down to Florida, and then some load out of Georgia coming back up here to Wisconsin. Oh man. But yeah, that's been my week. The load to Florida was pretty good. That was around $3 a mile loaded miles. I think I've done the numbers on that one as well. Yeah, that was 263 all miles. And that was 878 loaded miles and 129 empty miles. So, that's quite a bit of deadhead on a 800 and something mile load to do, almost 900-mile load to do 129. That's probably 15% deadhead. But yeah, 263 a mile to the carrier on that, 210 a mile to me. Costs have been really low this week, other than a lot of toll roads, But as far as negotiating goes, hey, before I get into that, hang on, let me sidetrack real quick. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to psych you out. Everybody check out the Mud Flap app. It's in my description of this video. Promo code's in there. Gets you $10. It gets me $10. If you sign up with that code, it puts you in my network, and then every gallon of diesel you buy, I get 1 penny credit for it. So it's pretty neat. I signed up with DIY Semi's code, and so I'm in his network. He got $10. I got $10. They got other rewards in there as well. Like if you fuel 500 gallons or more a month, you get more rewards. So it's pretty interesting. Check it out. It's a cost plus program. So, uh, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I got diesel in uh, Illinois the other day. If you take out IFTA, I was paying like $1.44, I think it was. So, pretty good deals on there. Pretty good deals. And, they're not all just mom and pop. Like roadies, a lot of the roadies are in there. Casey's General Stores are in there. I got fuel at Sap Brothers the other day. Sap Brothers are in there. Um, yeah, check it out. It's a pretty neat app, and you can sign up with any debit or credit card. So you don't have to have a special card. You just use your debit card in the app, and use that to turn it on. So really interesting stuff. Let's see where we're at. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, so BOC's negotiating $25 a mile. Man, you're going to be on the next Priceline commercial. You keep that up. That's negotiating right there. That is impressive. I thought I was doing good at getting like, 350 a mile or whatever it was on this next load I got. Um, I held to it though. I just told the guy, like, so, I was looking for loads out of this area, and I call on a load, and the guy was like, he said something like, I hate when they start negotiating like this. I said, hey, what do you got on that load going to Minnesota from, Wisconsin? And I hate when they start like this. They say, well, what can you do it for? Because at that point, it's like you're inviting me to insult you. Because if you're going to leave it blank, I'm going to shoot for the moon. I'm sorry. I'm going to shoot for the moon. And this one, I was kind of like, it's going back to where I want to go. So I was like, it picks up on a Sunday. I didn't want to wait. So I was trying to be realistic about it. It's like a 400-mile load. I told the guy, I said, 1,400. Just throwing it, just 1,400. Doesn't sound that bad. I don't know. I got very little deadhead on it. It's not far away. So let's say 1,400. It's probably like 425 all miles. That's like 330. It's like 330 a mile. It's not crazy, That's reasonable. So he comes back at me and says, well, how close can you get to $1,200? And I said, 1,400. That's about as close. I'm not, like, I told you, I gave you I gave you the realistic number. I'm not, like, I'm not going to do it for any less because I don't have to get back to Minnesota right now. Like, I'm free to run this whole week. So I'm like, if I can find a better load going anywhere, like, I'll take it. So, when the market's good, it's nice that you can do that, because I wasn't willing to go down any. I gave him my number, like, I wasn't in the, I don't know, maybe maybe I needed a Snickers bar or something. I was not in the mood to negotiate, you know. He asked me, what can you do it for? And I told him. And then for him to come back and then try to, I'm like, you asked me what I could do it for. And I told you, stop wasting my time. Either you give it to me or you don't. I really didn't care at that point. To be perfectly honest, I could give two craps whether I took it or not, because it's not that great of a load, honestly. It is going back to Minneapolis, but it's 42,000 pounds, which I'm not crazy about super heavy loads. I pull them. I mean, the citrus load to the citrus load from Jersey to Florida was 42,000 pounds, so it ain't like I won't pull it, but um, the load I got right now that I'm delivering in Wisconsin here in a couple hours, that's like 13,000 pounds. They said it was going to be 11, but the paperwork says 13. I didn't scale it. Ain't either one of those numbers high enough for me to scale it. Let's see here. BOC said, wait, where was I at? Man, I'm way off. Let's see. Dale says, I'm at Walmart DC in Casa Grande, Arizona. Casa Grande, Arizona. Getting ass raped by Walmart. Dude, I wish I could put a picture up here right now. I'm not technically inclined. I'll put it in my next weekly recap video. I was at Walmart the other day. I think the last live I did, I was at Walmart yesterday morning. Was that yesterday morning? God almighty, I've been running a lot. I don't remember what day it is, honestly. I just know I've got a delivery. That's all I keep up with. It's when I got to deliver, when I got to pick up. And everything in between is a blur. Um, so, um, when you get real tall pallets, they put those inflatable bags in there to keep it from tipping over, like brace it. So Walmart, or the citrus load I had, there was like 11 of those bags in there. So, I go into Walmart, I pull out of the door, and they're all still in there. Like the whole trailer. I took a picture of it. The whole trailer's covered in the damn things. And I go back into Walmart. I said, I'm going to back that trailer back in the door because y'all left those bags on there. And that lady says, we don't remove those. Those aren't ours. And I said, well, when I picked the load up, I had it clean, empty trailer when I picked it up. And I picked up your load, brought it here. And now I don't have a clean, empty trailer. That is one of my biggest beefs in trucking. Why a receiver can't clean the trailer out. I'm not hauling your broken pallets. That's not my responsibility. But apparently it is. So what I did is I took a razor knife and I cut all the bags so the air would deflate out of them. And then I proceeded to kick them out in the Walmart parking lot. Walmart can kiss my butt. I don't care. Call whoever, call Ghostbusters for all I care. I don't give two craps. It's your stuff. I dump it in your parking lot. I've got to the point now to where I got my leaf blower over here. Before I leave your parking lot, I make sure everything that was in my trailer is on your property. So if you make a mess out of my trailer, I'm going to make a mess out of your parking lot. Fair warning. I never heard anything back from it. So, it was pretty windy day. There's no telling where those things are at now. I don't really care. Rich Taco says business phone. Yeah, this phone is a really annoying phone. This one, it's super old, and it's nice to read the comments though, because I can turn the brightness down on this, on the phone I'm shooting the live on. I can do that, so that's nice. Paul Harris says, late night at the Apollo. How's it going? It's a going pretty good. I gotta say. Um, just chilling. Just wolfed down a triple cheeseburger from Wendy's. Loving that situation. I don't know if you guys have ever had the breakfast baconator from Wendy's, but you got to get yourself one of those. And they gave me a book of coupons over there this morning, so I'm wearing them out right now. I'm loving Wendy's right now. I got buy one get one free in the morning. Buy one get one free. I'm gonna make this delivery over here, and then I'm gonna come right back over here, and I'm probably gonna buy one get one free on those baconators. You know what I'm talking about? I already used the $2 off. That was my triple cheeseburger. $2 off right there. $5 double. Like there's some good coupons in there. And I'm cheap, so I love coupons. Let's see. Let's get back to these comments here. This phone's actually starting to charge a little bit now, so I can actually maybe unplug it from the thing here in a second. Let's see. BOC in the house. I just made you a moderator, BOC, by the way. I actually figured out how to make moderators. I figured that out on my 38th live show yesterday. How to make learn how to make a moderator. God Almighty, I can't speak. BOC says, know your worth. God bless. Yeah, brother. Amen. Amen. Let's see. Yeah, got to make that money. About 2 minutes away. All right. Yeah, I'm about the same. I gotta cross the road over here. I got a delivery over here. They don't open till midnight though. That was the bummer. I was gonna go over there and park and just have them wake me up when they wanted it, but I got a 2 a.m. appointment. I'm going over there at midnight when they open up. Let's see here. Oh, good. They didn't refuse those cuties. The citrus, not you. Yeah. Uh, no, nobody calls me cutie and nobody rejects me. Come on. Uh, let's see here. No, they didn't reject them. They took them. They just didn't take their dunnage. You know what I mean? They didn't take those bags. And hey, they got me unloaded, and it took an hour from the time I got the green light to the time I got out of there. And there was a guy in the office raising teetotal hell. He was in there, man. It made my day. He was in there with his flip flops and his socks on, and he had the toe wedgie. You know what I'm talking about? When guys have on their tube socks that come up to their knees and a pair of flip flops, and he was in there going ham sandwich at the window. I've had a green light for 35 minutes. And I told him, I said, just to calm him down, I said, I had a green light for an hour before they called me. And I really did. And he says, but I've had a green light. So I broke it down for him. I said, I had a green light for an hour before they called me. I told it to him just like that. I swear to God. That son of a bitch looked at me like, he was like, what's your problem? I was like, idiots. That's my problem. That last part we didn't really say out loud, but telepathy, we went back and forth on that. It says, Nathan Miller. What's up, Nathan Miller? Thanks for coming in. It says, who would you suggest to... Hey, not ignoring your question. We're back. So to repeat that question, by the way, if you could hit that thumbs up for me. Hit the thumbs up for the world famous Huggies box. Where's that thing at? Right there. That's the world famous Huggies box. I went through that, showed everybody what was in that box the other day. It's not actually Huggies, it's just a junk box full of miscellaneous things. Go back and check that out. But Nathan Miller says, who would you suggest to lease on to? So I've got a couple suggestions on that. I have no experience with these companies other than I have talked to drivers that are leased on there. One would be Kyote or Koki. Oh man, I can't ever remember that. I gotta write that down. DIY semi thing is, if you're still in here, you know who I'm talking about. If you could uh, put the name of that carrier from Buffalo, Minnesota. It's like Kokte, Coke T or something. But they're in Buffalo Lake. They do a pretty good lease on. Yes, thank you, DIY. Appreciate that. Kotke, Ke, Coat Key. I don't know. I'm horrible. English isn't my first language, so forgive me for that. But yeah, I would check into them. I talked to a guy that is leased on to them, and they seem like they have a pretty good setup over there. And they do a lot of like, Minnesota, Wisconsin, down to like Florida. They run a lot of lanes that I run, and I think they're good lanes. So check them out. I will do some research on them. Classic Carriers. There's a guy that is in my comments a lot. It's Midnight. His name is Midnight something. He leaves a lot of comments about like the money he's making, and he's leased on over there. And he seems like a pretty smart guy. And I don't think he would be leased on somewhere that was not like, good. They're a reefer carrier. Classic Carriers. They're out of Versailles, Indiana. Check them out. They seem like they got their stuff together. And like I said, I'm not personally endorsing any of these. It's just an avenue to check out. R.E. Garrison out of Coleman, Alabama. Seems like they got a decent lease on, or used to. I haven't checked into them in years, but they used to have a pretty decent 80-20 split type thing. Let's see. Who's the other ones? Carolina Cargo's decent. If you've got your own reefer trailer, Calvin Leaks looks like he's making a lot of money at Landstar. But you gotta have your own trailer. They don't really do any kind of leasing of the trailers or anything. Um, but yeah, BP says, what's up? DIY Semi, sorry I'm late. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. Better late than never. Let's see, standard Huggies green screen in the house. Yeah, for everybody that doesn't know, everything behind me here is a green screen. I'm really sitting on a beach in Malibu right now, at my beach house, and I just do this for the money of YouTube. I do these lives, because that's how I afford my beach house. If you guys that didn't know, but yeah, this is just a green screen I set up on my patio. So, let's see. Paul Harris says he didn't know your name here on YouTube. Cash is king. Pay the man. Yeah, when you negotiate, sometimes you got no negotiating power. But on this one, I kind of felt like I did because I'm like, you know, like, I don't know how many people want to take a 400-mile load, from Wisconsin to Minneapolis on a Sunday, and it's got to pick up on a Sunday afternoon, and it's got to start delivering. It's got 3 deliveries, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. It's got one delivery in Eau Claire. It's got in Wisconsin, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. It's got a delivery in Minnesota, and then rural Minnesota, and then it's got a delivery in Minneapolis. So, not a bad load, but I wasn't willing, like, it's heavy and it's 3 stops, and they want all 3 stops done Monday. So they want you to pick it up on Sunday afternoon and then do 3 deliveries on Monday. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not really going less than 1,400, because the way I look at it is, it's 400 miles, it's one day, I can make $1,400 in one day, but it's not like an easy day. It's, it's picking it up. I got to basically pick it up, run to Eau Claire, get a 10-hour break in, do that first delivery in Eau Claire, and then, the rest of my Monday is, there to be had. But, um, I got to start logging Monday, right? So is that Sunday night or Monday night that we got to go back to hours of service? So you got to keep that in mind too. Got hours of service coming that I'm going to have to log this load. So you know that's how I look at it. I was like I didn't want to not do it, but it ain't like I had to do it. There's other loads available. There was a decent paying load that picked up Monday morning, so basically I could have delivered this, slept all day Sunday, got up Monday morning, grabbed a load, going kind of the same area. Um, you know, so it wasn't like I had to have this. That one day wasn't going to make or break me. I mean, I've been running hard for a week now. So, like I said, take it or leave it. I love being in that position where, you know, you got negotiating power, because really that's the best negotiating power in trucking is, if you can get them to bump the price up a little bit, more power to you. But the best negotiating, in my opinion, in trucking is telling them keep it. Like, that is the best negotiating you can have. It's when you have that ability to say, I don't want it, keep it, find somebody else. Good luck with your life. Let's see here. Finally I can unplug this phone. I'm gonna say that's charged enough. I'll see here. Let's see. Where was I at? Rich Taco says, LOL, yes, that's the way to do it. I dump all the shit there too. Yeah, it's your load, the way I look at it, as far as the receiver. You didn't order a truck to haul everything but the leftover bullshit. You paid me to haul an entire load, dunnage, pallets, everything. It's all yours. So if you don't want to take it all, I will make sure it's left there for you to deal with. And I don't understand. I mean, that's just pure retarded. Uh, no offense to the retarded. That's just stupidity to leave, like, there was at least 11, 12, 13 of those freaking bags in there. What am I going to do with those? Like, even if I can find a dumpster, that's like half a dumpster full of stuff. Like, you have to take that stuff. And, that lady, oh man, like, I swear to God, that's why I don't shop at Walmart. Like, I hate Walmart distribution centers. I mean, I'll move the freight for them. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I am kind of feathering their cause, but I'm not like, I'm taking their money. I'm not giving them money. And that's what I always tell people. When you go to voting in a booth at an elementary school and, doing the little vote, that don't mean nothing. Those politicians, every one of them on that thing, they're bought and paid for before that ever starts. The key to voting is your wallet. If you don't like something, don't give them your money. So that's why I don't shop at Walmart anymore. I hate their distribution centers so much. I just can't do it. And I'm sure Walmart was right around the corner ready to give me some big sponsorship. And, I just blew it. But frankly, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, unless it was life-changing money, I'd rather tell the truth than, I mean, don't get me wrong. If Walmart comes out tomorrow and says, hey, here's $500,000, tell everybody we're awesome. I might sell out for $500,000. Just forewarn everybody here. If you see me like switch, like a light switch one day, and all of a sudden, I got a Rolex on, and you know, I sold out. uh, let's see. Uh, Maxim Raids. What's up, Max? Max in the house. I appreciate you coming by. Appreciate everybody coming by and spending a little time with me on Saturday. K Save in the house. What's up, K Save? I gotta make K Save a moderator. K Save moderating. Not that I expect moderators to do anything in here. I'll be honest with you. It's mostly just people that are in here all the time. I don't expect you to actually moderate or do anything other than what you already do. Let's see. K Save says, "Sup, Cash? Not much. Chilling. Waiting out a delivery. Waiting on delivery. Probably take a nap here in a minute. Catch a couple hours. Um, been enjoying my long naps of having the extension. The hours of service waiver. Um, so yeah, enjoying that." Nathan Miller says, "Hey man, sometimes you need the huggies on the road." Yes, sometimes you do. Man, I was talking to a fellow YouTuber the other day, and he had a story about diapers. And I swear to God, I tried to tell him. I was like, "Man, you have got to tell that story on YouTube." Like I was about to pee myself. Like I needed a diaper. I was laughing so hard, man. Um, God, I wish he would tell that story, but I'm not gonna say who it is or or the story. But man, oh man. But yeah, I mean, I got a video, I don't know, like probably 6 months ago where I was talking about I was going to invent a diaper for truckers called trucker diapers, and I was going to get them sponsored. Like I was going to have like uh, you know branding and marketing on there. You know what I mean? Like I'd have like Schneider, and get like Schneider or Freightliner to sponsor. You know what I mean? Like product placement. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, DIY semi. Let me know. KOTKE. Yes, K Save. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, I would check those guys out. They're out of Buffalo Lake, Minnesota, and they seem like they got their stuff together. Paul Harris. Let's see. DIY semi says pronounced. Uh, I can't even figure out how to say the how you say it. Kotke? Is that Kotke? Kotke? I don't know. Yeah, I'm horrible at English, man. Yeah, it's not my thing. Frog Lid in the house. What's up, Frog Lid? Thanks for coming by. Says hi all. Yeah, appreciate you coming by, Frog Lid. K Save says they bought out Wayne Fellows out of Haines City. Okay. Yeah, growing. They're growing. I pulled into the truck stop the other night. Actually, I think it was last night. Yeah, I was in Kentucky. I pulled into the truck stop, and Coke Key got the last spot right in front of me. I was like, damn it. Like, he was right in front of me. He pulled in and got the very last spot. So, no worries. I went across the street, to the pilot over there, and oh, I can't remember the name of the city now. Let's see. Oak Grove, Kentucky. Maybe that was it. Oak Grove. Y'all know what I'm talking about? On 24. Let's see. Rich Taco said, "How did you do the 72-hour DOT blitz? I flew under the radar, but I seen the scales packed all over." Yeah. I definitely got brought into the scale more, but I didn't get I didn't get harassed or anything. Um, I thought maybe, and honestly, I was running areas I don't normally run, so I don't know if I got brought in more or less because, I was going from Jersey down to Florida on 95. I don't run a lot of 95. It's just not my thing. I don't like that part of the country over there as far as trucking. I love that part of the country as far as like doing stuff, but as far as trucking, man, there is no parking. The truck stops fill up at like 3 in the afternoon, and then you're scrambling to find a place to park. Just it's a trying, tough place to truck. So I don't know if I was getting brought in more or less. So I didn't get harassed or anything. Um, I know a lot of people, or I don't know about a lot of people, but I know some people say like they take off because of stuff like that, so they don't get harassed. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I haven't got a green light on a Florida agricultural station, and I don't know how long. And I finally got one on the way into Florida the other day. I was like, what the heck? And I actually wanted to tell them what I was hauling. I was hauling citrus to Florida. Made no sense. Um, yeah. Paul Harris says it sounds that the broker wasn't aware of the market this week. Yeah, I don't know. Anytime they ask me like, what would you do it for? It kind of annoys me because I'm like, well, like don't be surprised if I insult you. When you ask me, well, what would you do it for? And I throw out a number that's ridiculous. Now then in this case, I threw out what I thought was a pretty reasonable number. $1,400. It's a 3-stop load. To me that seemed fair. But I wasn't willing to budge on it. The market's good right now. Wisconsin's good. It picks up on a Sunday. Like I always put premiums on loads that pick up on the weekend. I don't know if anybody else does that, but if you want it picked up on the weekend, there's a premium to it, and especially if you want it there the next day and there's yeah, there's premium. It was one of those things when I got done with it, I was like, damn, I probably should have went like 1,600, but then again, I was happy with 1,400, so why am I going to second guess 1,400? Um, but I do that. Let's see here. Nathan Miller says you pay for any truck stop Wi-Fi. I've heard some are worthless. No, I don't pay for the truck stop Wi-Fi. I tried to use the pilot's Wi-Fi the other day for the second phone because I got hotspot on my phone. Um, so that's how I'm running this phone right now is off a hotspot. So I get like 8 gigs of hotspot or 10 gigs or something like that. So, um, but I normally run this phone off of the Love's Wi-Fi, the free Wi-Fi, and it does pretty good. Um, basically I just do app updates and stuff like that when I'm at Love's. If I do a live at Love's, I'll run both phones. Um, but yeah, I don't use truck stop Wi-Fi that much. I couldn't get this thing to do anything on the free pilot. So that is what it is. Let's see. Paul Harris says, I don't read government crap proficiently. Yeah, extension of the modified expanded emergency. Yeah, I went back and looked at the article on CDL Life, had it broke down pretty good. So I just Googled CDL Life September 14th, 2020, and it brought up the article that I got my information from. So, I don't know. I'll have to go back and check it out. Biscuit C in the house. What's up, Biscuit C? Dale says, what does a moderator do? Eh, like if somebody's being rude in the chat, or like being mean or something, they can time them out, they can say like, they can pause or they can kick somebody out, stuff like that. Um, so I mean, I don't expect anybody to, be the police. I just thought it was cool. I figured out how to make moderators. So I was like, hey, I want to make a lot of people a moderator. I don't care, like um Maxim Raid says, yo, I could have used some Huggies one day in Ohio. Would have saved me some trouble. Yeah, I tell people there are a pair of men's size 44 doctors laying on the side of the New Jersey Turnpike to this day, I'm sure, because no one would dare pick those sons of guns up. And that was a rough day. That was a rough day. Only pair of doctors I've ever owned, and I left them on the side of the turnpike. So, got to be careful with those food trucks at the port of New Jersey. I'm just saying. Um, I bought a cheeseburger from a food truck that didn't even have like logos or anything painted on the side of it. It was basically like an old UPS truck that was painted primer gray. Uh, yeah, bought a cheeseburger, tasted a little funny, ate it anyway. Um, oh my God, did I immediately regret it. I got loaded up. I don't even remember what I was loading. This was like, this was probably 15 years ago. Got loaded up, basically got back on the turnpike. I hit one of those real hard bumps on the turnpike, and that's all she wrote. I mean, I'll leave the story right there. The end. Yeah, yeah, rough day on the seas, as they say. Let's see. Paul Harris says, I think they extended the exemption till December 31st. They extended some stuff to the 31st, but the hours of service extension is up on the 14th. Now I'm not sure if that's midnight, oh 01, like 001 on the 14th, or if it's midnight of the 14th. I'm not sure if you get the 14th. That's what I got to look into. Let's see. K Save says, Paul Harris, did they exempt food again though? Yeah, that's the one you got to worry about. That's the one I get. Biscuit C says, I only see until September 14th. Yeah, I think that's what I read earlier. K Save said, or Paul Harris says, at K Save, I'm terrible multitasking, listening, and reading. Yeah, that's me. I'll have to read it 50 times. That's why I like the. That's why I like the CDL Life version, because they break it down for you. You know. I guess I could Google that from the other phone here. I'll check that out here in a second. Let me get a little caught up here. 14 in the house, 15 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Hit that like button if you're in here and you hadn't hit it yet, please. If you're watching on a replay, thanks for watching this deep into the replay. Smack the like button for me. Let's see here. Biscuit C says 95 south until Richmond is ridiculous. Like slowdowns for no reason every day. Yeah, that day I came out of Jersey was a ridiculous afternoon. I did two deliveries. I did one in Jersey City and then the other one right there. And then I went down to South Jersey, like 120, 130 miles, and picked up a load. And then that put me in Philadelphia right at the like very beginning of rush hour. I dealt with all that. Then I got down to, I actually got lucky. I cut around a lot of Philadelphia, so I didn't have to deal with the full Philly thing. Got down to Baltimore. It was like, 4 o'clock afternoon. I don't go through Baltimore because I don't pay for that tunnel. I go around Baltimore, and that was ridiculous. It was so backed up. It was like 20 or 30 minutes worth of delays. It was ridiculous. Then I got to Washington, D.C., and it was raining. It was misery, man. It was misery. And basically, it opened up about the time I got close to Richmond, and by that point, I was done. I stayed right there on the north side of Richmond. There's a exit with like a Flying J, a Love's, and then like a Mr. Fuel, and I stayed there at the Mr. Fuel. Um, Ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. The traffic. It killed. It like brought down my fuel mileage for the whole week. It was so bad because I had a heavy load and it was just stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Let's see here. Paul Harris says case say for food, paper products, and other groceries for emergency restocking of distribution centers and stores. Um, oh, see there, it's the old lady. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. I haven't heard that they extended that part till the 31st, man. I hope that is true. Um, Paul Harris dropped me a link here. I'll have to check that out. Let me go ahead and check that out because that could be big news. You know what I mean? Like if I'm missing on that, like, let's see. Oh man. It says emergency declaration was previously set to expire on September 14th, 2020. The FMCSA is continuing the exemption because the presidentially declared national emergency remains in place and because a continued exemption is needed to support direct emergency assistance for some supply chain. FMCSA is extending the modified expanded emergency blah 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 blah. This extension addresses national emergency conditions that create a need for immediate transportation of essential supplies and provides necessary relief from the FMCSRs for motor carriers and drivers. By execution of this extension, motor carriers and drivers providing direct assistance and support relief efforts related to COVID-19 public health emergencies are granted emergency relief. Direct assistance means transportation and other relief services provided by motor carriers or its drivers, incident to the immediate restoration of essential services such as medical care or essential supplies related to COVID-19 during the emergency. The extension, blah, 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 provides regulatory relief for commercial vehicles and immediate transportation of livestock feeds, medical supplies and equipment related to testing, diagnosing, treating COVID-19. 3. Supplies and equipment necessary for community safety, sanitation, and prevention of community transmission of COVID-19, such as masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, soap, disinfectants. And 4. Food, paper products, and other groceries for emergency restocking of distribution centers or stores. Direct assistance does not include routine commercial deliveries, including mixed loads with nominal quantities of qualifying emergency products. Let's see. Effective June 15th, concluded there was no longer a need for emergency relief. Yeah. So that was issued on September 11th. So that was yesterday. I guess that's why I haven't heard about it. Nice. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul, for being up on the good stuff there, man. I did not see that. That got by me. That one got by me, man. It really did. Yeah. It's funny because I was actually reading CDL Life. I was actually reading CDL Life last night. I was looking at it. No, I don't want to download an app. I'll see. I was trying to get this to refresh. I guess I'll just have to Google it. But yeah, I was looking at CDL Life last night. And did anybody see this guy? Back to, I was looking at CDL Life. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Did anybody see this story where this guy repaired his entire hood with duct tape? Like, look at that. Like, that hood is busted in half, and he's got it duct taped back together. The DOT put him out of service for that. I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, that's going hardcore. But, yeah, appreciate that link, Paul. I do appreciate that. You're looking out for everybody. Everybody click that link because, you know, you want to make sure you got that handy. Like, I'm going to leave that in my browser. You know, I'm going to leave that open in a browser. You know, yeah, I'm leaving that open in a browser. That way I got it, you know. But yeah, appreciate that, Paul. Shout out to Paul. I did not know that. I was like getting ready to start logging again. Of course, this next load I'm picking up, it's a paper load, but I'm not sure if it's like related to food paper. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll I'll have to go back and check that one out. Let's see here. But yeah, uh, Paul says I'm not a lawyer. Read it. Yeah, it sounds like they extended it. Only thing I didn't see a day of when they extended it to. Did they? I mean, is it indefinite? That's what I'm wondering. Um, oh, it didn't stay at Holiday Inn Express either. Yeah, I'm gonna question you at that point. Rich Taco says I seen a fruit cup online that said pears grown in Thailand and packed in Argentina, bought in USA. Wait. Fruit cup that said pears grown in Thailand, packed in Argentina. Whew, that fruit cup got around, man. K Save says Paul Harris, you are correct. Fantastic. Yeah. High five, Paul Harris, man. Thank you. Way to be up on your game because apparently I was slipping. Um, let's see. Anybody that's still over there reading that though, did you see a date when they extended it to, or is it just indefinite? Um, yeah, it just says continuing the exemption, but it didn't. I don't see anything. It says when they're extending it to. Hopefully forever. um, forever. Let's see here. Rich Taco says, speaking of CDL life, the app is full of ugly women truck drivers showing T and A. Ouch. Ouch. I think I may have downloaded their app one time and I was like, I prefer it in the web browser. Um, it's like that community. You guys have Trucker Path. I have Trucker Path, because I like knowing like if a truck stop's got parking or whatever. But man, that community part of Trucker Path is a little weird. It gets a little weird. You know, I think a lot of these women truckers love the attention they get. Like, and they egg it on, and it's like I'm not judging. You know what I mean? I'm not judging. You do you, but yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Never mind. Nathan Miller says, I'm local now, but on the road I use Gatorade bottles. I'm pretty sure they have a wide mouth for a reason. Yeah. Gatorade, man. Way to be, Gatorade. Um, you know, it's like sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm just saying. Nathan Miller says, I wish TA lived up to their name. Oh, yeah. Yeah, TA is quite the opposite of TA. That's Rudder Glen at exit 104. That sounds familiar. Yes, sir. You are correct. You are correct. Man, the amount of knowledge, that is in a live chat sometimes is ridiculous. That's why I always tell people, they ask me like, people will email me a question and I'm like, I try to answer it, but I'm like, you ought to come check out the live feeds because there are guys in that live feed that have so much, not just more experience, but different experience. It's like, but yeah, yes, you got that right. Vrewer 32. I'm gonna say Vrewer. I'm probably not saying that right, but that's what I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna go with. Brewer 32. Thank you for answering that. I appreciate it. Dale in the house. Dale says extended everywhere but New Mexico. Yeah. You gotta watch New Mexico. According to Scottish Trucker Tommy, New Mexico ain't playing with those exemptions, which does not seem legal to me. When the federal government, damn, that dude coming in hot. Speaking of CDL life, did anybody see the story? Let me go back and see if it's still on there. I'm sure it is. Where the guy rolled his truck over in the freaking Love's parking lot. Yeah. Let me see if I can get this up here. Look at this. This is in a Love's parking lot. Look at that mess. I'm like, really? Really? I don't know what that guy's got going on. That was loud. Sound like you hit something. He come in hot, and then I heard a big bang over there. Oh, never mind. That's the delivery truck delivering. Not the guy that came in hot. It's getting fuel, but the thing I heard was the delivery truck over there. So Biscuit C says stayed at Russell's Travel Plaza on I-40 last night across New Mexico state line. Thanks to Max, had free brisket plates for truckers. Wow, nice. Yeah. Free brisket is man. That's like music to a Jew's ear right there. Free and brisket. Come on. Um, Nathan Miller says T and A truck stops would be packed if they had a stripper pole. Yeah. I don't know if you guys follow this guy Trucks, but he was talking about he wants to open a truck stop, with a bar and a strip club and all this stuff in it. And I was like, that would be one popular location, let me tell you. That would be very popular. Let's see what's going on outside here. Yeah, that guy in the middle right there, that guy right there, he came in hot. I don't know what he's got going on. I think he's getting reefer fuel, but yeah, pretty dead little truck stop here. Let's see. Max Ray says, enjoyed it, bro. Max Al, be good. Chase the money, plays. Yeah, appreciate you, Max. Appreciate you a bunch coming in. Appreciate everybody coming in. 14 in the house, 17 likes. If you hadn't hit the like yet, do that for me, please. Let's see here. Where we at? But yeah, thanks for coming in, Maximum Raids. Thank you. Rich Taco says, so we are good, baby. Food is exempt. Sounds that way. And it ain't even got an end date on it this time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go get that money. Come on. Maximum Raid says, biscuits, you owe me big time. Brisket plate, hella good. Yeah, no kidding, man. Yeah, I gotta get over there. Gotta get over there. Paul Harris says food is exempt if not routine. Yeah, I mean, like if I'm not on a dedicated run, it's not routine, right? Got something in my eye there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's not routine to me. It's like I always say, I'm not here to break the rules. I'm just here to see how far they'll bend. That kind of thing. Paul Harris says, is that Tim Taylor's truck? Yeah, he's driving her like hell, boy. Come in wide open. Oh, you talking about the duct tape truck? Yeah, that's I seen that, man. I mean, if you go look at the picture real closely, the dude's hood is cracked from the windshield part of the hood. It's cracked from there all the way down to where the mirror and the grill come together. Like, brutal. Let's see. That duct tape truck looks like something off the Red Green show. Yeah, it most definitely does. My favorite episode of Red Green is where he puts the Lamborghini doors on the van, and I'm pretty sure he uses duct tape. Or no, wait. He puts Lamborghini doors on a car, but he uses the van to knock the doors off the car because he can't get the doors off the car. So he hits them. He like opens the doors and then drives the van through them wide open. A lot of those old Red Greens are on YouTube, man. I watched I went on a Red Green kick one day and watched like 2 hours of Red Green clips. It was like at the end of it, I was like, what the hell? I just sit here for 2 hours. I like that show. Don't get me wrong, it's funny. Um, you know, some of those clips are ridiculous. Let's see here. But yeah, I enjoy red green, man. He's a trip. Appreciate you coming in, JP. Rich Taco said, I didn't exempt the load I'm on because it's going to a few Cisco's in LA. Didn't want to deal with the DOT blitz. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. I definitely thought about that. I thought about, hey, I'll be coming into the weekend, like I took off like Thursday, Friday. I did a delivery. I did a delivery like Thursday night, and then I took off Friday, loaded out. So I had a 34 in, and I was like, maybe I should just log the weekend for the blitz, just so I don't get in any kind of, like Scottish trucker Tommy with that thing in New Mexico. His driver is driving a load that's going to a food bank, and it even says on the paperwork, emergency relief. And the state trooper in New Mexico shuts his driver down for a 10-hour out of service. And I'm just like, stuff like that, man. So I thought about it. I did. Um, but the loads I were hauling were all going to food distribution centers. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna just chance it. Dale says December 31st. Okay, yeah, I'm not the greatest a reader. Yeah, Paul even said it was the 31st. Jeez Louise, man. Um, maybe I should take a nap. Let's see. Dale, I appreciate that. Rich Taco, appreciate it. Paul, shall remain in effect until, all right, December 31st. So it sounds like I've got October. Sounds like I got about 3.5 months of getting after it in front of me. You know what I mean? Mama needs a new car. What else? Yeah. Need to get some money stacked up for taxes. Come on. So yeah, sounds like I'm fitting to be getting after it for about 3 months. Paul Harris says New Year's Eve it expires. All right. TA is Tudes, Tudes and A-holes. Yeah. Takes all day is what I heard it stands for, but I think all day is all day one word or is that two? I don't know. Nathan Miller says these dumbasses in autos drive their trucks like a clapped out Civic. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with the auto shift. I mean, you know, I don't know. I think it's just I don't think it's the truck. I think it's the driver. You know what I mean? It's like the equivalent of it's the 180 of the guy that comes through the truck stop with his Jake brake on full blast. It's like you're going 8 mile an hour on flat ground. Do you need level 3 Jake brake really? But yeah, they said I read that story on CDL Life about the guy that rolled over in the Loves. They said he came in real fast. And somebody in the comments said maybe he had to take a dump, and I'm like, well, I guess he relieved himself when he rode that bastard if he had to take a dump. You know what I mean? Like people like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Just let me change my shorts real quick and then I'll be out in a minute. So yeah. Let's see. Nathan Miller says, I wonder how that dude busted his hood deer. Yeah, I don't know, man. That is a weird looking break though for a fiberglass hood like that to bust all the way down like that. I don't know, man. I don't know what he hit, but he hit it hard, whatever it was, or it hit him hard, or but yeah, it's a little weird. It's a weird bust. You think of a hood on a truck to like. I know there's a body line right there on the new Freightliner Cascadias, so I'm wondering if it busted down that body line. It's kind of hard to tell with all the duct tape on there, but yeah, it's hard to tell how it busted. I'm watching myself locked up here on the other phone. I love that face I was making when it got hung up there. Let's see here. But yeah, you gotta wonder. Biscuit C says Swift rolled in and he was the chosen one. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. I couldn't tell what company it was, but it looked like he kicked his windshield out to get out. So, what a day, man! What a day. You know, uh, you would just hope that like when they file that safety report, you tell them like, it was super windy that day, and a gust of wind. You got to come up with something. You know what I mean? You can't say I was doing 50 through a truck stop parking lot, and I went to whip a Yui, and pretty much destroyed a brand new truck. That truck, that's like what that they started that body style in 18. So that truck's 3 years or less old, and you got it laying on its side at the truck stop. It's not a good thing. Let's see here. It says Nathan Miller and I had a manual. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's just it's more about the um, let's see. Biscuit C says was just making a funny. My bad, huh? Yeah, no, ain't nobody worried about it. I mean, it's like I tell people if you're just getting into the trucking industry, as far as going to school and everything, I actually tell people you should probably look at Swift because Swift does not have a contract to send you to school. You can go to Swift, you can go to their trucking school, you can quit on the third day and they do not come after you for the money for trucking school. It is a gift. And ain't no other trucking company that I know of doing it that way. They want you to work 6 months, a year. Hell, somebody told me CRST makes you do 18 months now for school. Like if they pay for your school, you got to work there 18 months or to come after you for the money. Like, ace, like. So I tell people, go to Swift. Like, if you don't roll a truck over in the first 6 months, hell, they'll make you the CEO over there. You know what I mean? Like you'll be like a diamond driver in 3 days over there if you don't, hit nothing. So I tell people, go to Swift, get that free school, and hey, you can't look much worse than they already are. The bar is set so low. It's like you might screw around and actually make it through the first year without being on YouTube doing something crazy. Biscuit C says maybe someone with wings backed into him. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like not wings, but I was thinking it looked like he hit something, maybe like a dropped trailer or something. Say he was backing in somewhere and there was like a roll of dropped trailers in front of him, and it looked like he almost kind of swung the front end around into the front of a dropped trailer or the side of a side of a trailer. I'm not sure. It is a weird place to have such a big crack in a hood like that. Um, but yeah, maybe it was a wing or something. Maybe a trailer door that was open or something. I don't know. It's a weird. It's weird. Uh, Maximum Rate says I'm back. Cash, have you ever smoked a deer on the highway? No. Knock on wood. I have not. Um, I've come very close before. I tell people I want to mount a hay spear on the front of my truck as a deer guard. That way, when I hit one of those sons of bitches, it's like a shish kebab. You know what I'm saying? I can just get out. I can gut it right there. Um, I thought about buying a truck that had a PTO on it. That way, I could put a meat grinder. I could hook a meat grinder to the PTO, and you know what I mean. I hit a deer. Hell, we'd be having deer sausage at the truck stop. You know what I mean? Bust out the grill, and you know what I'm talking about. Get that venison loin out there and start slicing it and grilling it. Um, just a thought I had. I got a lot of free time on my hands. Y'all know what it is as a truck driver. Um, Let's see. So yeah, Paul Harris says, I swerved for a lot lizard. Yeah, that's my story. Oh yeah, yeah, that's the story. If you roll your truck in a Love's parking lot, that's what you do. You call them and you tell them, hey, there was a lot lizard running in front of this truck, and let me tell you, she was uh, thicker than a Snickers, and if I would have hit her, it would have totaled the truck out and probably killed me. So, you know, I said I'll take my chances, and I swerved, and you know what I mean. Like, it is what it is. Um, let's see. Nathan Miller said I didn't go to Swift school. Thought it was just an in between job. Yeah. Like I mean, I wouldn't tell nobody to, you know, make a career out of Swift. Now, don't get me wrong. If you live somewhere and they got a nice dedicated account where you live, and you want to be one of those truckers that, you know, puts in his 40 to 50 hours, makes a decent wage, and goes home, on a nice, easy, dedicated run, maybe stick around with Swift. But the only benefit I see at Swift, and the only reason I promote it is, or tell people they should check it out, is because it's free school. You know, if unless you can get free school through your like state unemployment office, or your if your state has some sort of program where they're trying to level up workers in the state, like an educational investment into the workforce type, whatever, insert bureaucracy name here, if you can get in free school, something like that, from a state or whatever, do it. That's I should have done that when I went to trucking school. I didn't even think you could do that, because this was so many years ago. But um, I went to truck driving school with USA Truck, and they paid for my school, and I drove for them for 1 year, and they not only paid for my school, but they gave me like, I don't know, $1,000 bonus or whatever for doing it, for staying for the year. But if I would have, like, Swift doesn't even require you to stay for a year. They're like, hey, here's your CDL, work for us, please, and then you can, or you can leave. The way I understand it, there's no commitment there, and like I said, the bar is so low. My trainer at USA Truck, the first day I got on the truck, he told me, he said, I'm just going to tell you right now, they got the bar set so low over here. Pretty much, if you don't kill nobody in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they'll give you your own truck and you'll be on your way. And it's pretty much how it went. Don't hit nothing you ain't supposed to, and that's about it. Let's see. Uh, yeah, that was a good one, Paul. Swerved for a lot lizard. You know what I mean? Like, that's, they can't argue with you. I mean, what are they gonna say? Yeah, you should have hit her. The hell, you gonna total the truck out either way. You know what I mean? You can't you can't get lizard off a truck. Everybody knows that. Um, let's see, Nathan. So Nathan, you did go to Swift. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. No, I didn't go to Swift school. Thought it was okay. Thought it was just an in between job. Okay, so you worked at Swift, but you didn't go to school with Swift. Is that am I getting that right? They paid me 40 cents a mile plus all their extra crap. That ain't bad starting off. I mean, you could do worse. Hell, at Western Express, 2 years of experience get you 38 cents a mile. So 40 cents a mile ain't too bad as a new guy. Um, Nathan Miller says, I did see all 48 states. I liked it. Just 5 months. Okay, yeah. They're an experience company. You know what I mean? Like, you go there to get experience, basically, unless you're looking for like a dedicated run, or something like that. Let's see here. But yeah, guys, I'm finna hop off here. I'm gonna take a nap. I gotta be over here at I gotta be across the road here at midnight. So I ate that triple cheeseburger and it was like taking an elephant tranquilizer to the jugular. It's about knocked me out. So let me run through the comments real quick, and if you could hit that like button for me. 18 likes. I think 20 likes is my all-time record on a live feed. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Let's see here. Nathan Nathan Miller says, my DM was a former driver and kept me rolling. That's nice when your DM understands what you're going through. Um, when I was at USA Truck, my fleet manager, dispatcher, whatever we called them over there, she was I forgot what she used to be, but it was not anything to do with trucking. Like, she came from a totally different industry and she had no clue what was going on. She didn't understand hours of service. It was misery. Um, and then as soon as I could, I got moved over to a dedicated account over there, and it was much nicer. But my OTR dispatch over there was misery. Let's see. GI Man Transport. Thanks for coming in, GI Man. I appreciate it. Says, leave them lizards alone. Yeah, hey, that's what we're doing. Paul was talking about if he ever rolls the truck over, that's going to be his excuse. He was dodging a lizard. But yeah, I like to pick on the lizards. Um, Almost a mythological creature at this point in history, isn't it? You don't ever see them anymore, which I'm kind of glad, because I don't want to participate, honestly. And they just wake you up in the night and annoy the hell out of you, and want to bum a cigarette. And I don't smoke, and it's just I got no use for it anymore. 20 likes, thanks everybody. We're tied for the greatest likes ever. Um, Appreciate that a lot. Let's see. Let me run through these real quick. Biscuit C. I drove for Werner for my first freight hauling company. Not much better. Came to Crete. Much happier. All right. Um, 21 likes. Wow. Now we're doing it. All time high. I seen a Crete driver earlier, and I don't like to call in and complain about people, but I thought about calling Crete about this lady. She's going to cause them problems. She was all over the road. Uh, like, right as I went to pass her, she threw a bag of popcorn or something out the window. And I was like, oh, that's a classy move. That's a classy move. And then when I got up beside her, she was going probably about 50 miles an hour, was not even remotely paying attention to the road. She was like over here messing around with something on her dash. And yeah, boy, I was scared to pass her, to be honest. Um, but yeah, should have got her truck number, honestly, and called it in. I mean, I hate to beat on people like that, because, I mean, there's times when, I don't know. Like, I pick my battles, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm trying to open a bag of chips or whatever I'm doing going down the road, I make sure there's no one around when I do it, Like, there's a time and a place for everything. I was going through Nashville the other day, and there was a guy eating a freaking Subway sandwich off his steering wheel, in a semi, mind you, in the middle lane going through downtown Nashville with a sub sandwich sitting on his steering wheel. He was literally just all over the road, back and forth, back and forth. And I got up beside him, and I stopped, like, when I stopped door to door with him. And I just like went door to door with him, and I was just looking over at him. And I honked the horn, I beeped the city horn just to get his attention. And he was all like, I mean, he wasn't even looking at the road. He was like steering with his elbows, like trying to eat this sandwich. And I just honked the city horn and shook my head at him, and he just went like that, like what am I supposed to do, I just got a BOC update. BOC may be going live there. I don't know. Maybe we should run over there and see what he's doing. So let me run through these real quick, and then we can go watch BOC's video. I don't know if that's a live or not sure if that's a live or not. I don't know how you tell. Do y'all? Let me click on that. I'll click on it. That's how we'll tell. Yeah, that's a BOC live. That's a BOC live. All right, let me run through these comments real quick. We'll go raid him. We'll go raid BOC. Let's see. Mr. Kane. Appreciate you coming in, Mr. Kane. I see that we did hit 25 likes, guys. That blows the old one out of the water. I appreciate everybody. Now we're down to 24 likes. Somebody took a like back. Who's got time for that? Oh, now it's back. Okay. Perfect timing. Brought it right back. Thank you. Let's see. I smashed 21 likes. Maximum raids. Thank you, sir. Cash is going down. The tranquilizer got him. Yeah, man. Look at these eyes. Like, I mean, that cheeseburger was like a punch to the face, man. It was a triple cheeseburger. I love Wendy's. I said, I'm not going to get fries or anything. I'm just here for a cheeseburger. Give me the triple. If you had a quadruple, I'd probably went with a quadruple. You know, I'm the pinnacle of health. Let's see. Nathan Miller says, I started at Pepsi for 2 years, then Swift, now LTL. All right. Yeah, got to do what you got to do to get the experience sometimes. 26 likes, guys. Y'all are the best. I appreciate everybody. Maximum Rate says, I've heard a few knocks finally got up once and no one was there. What's worse, letting a lot lizard in or dreaming about them? I would stick with the dreaming about them because let me tell you, when you get that Jerry curl relaxer that they put in their hair, when you get that on your sheets, that ain't coming out. You're going to have to get new sheets. And, you know, if you do let them in your truck, I suggest, you know, hitting them with the Lysol. You know what I mean? Like, get you a container of Lysol and just, you know what I mean? I recommend this right here with the hydrogen peroxide. I mean, this ain't for lot lizards. This is just for general cleaning of my truck. But hit them with some of that right there. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them get to you. Don't let them get to you. All right, let's see here. K-Save, appreciate you coming in. Yeah, don't dream about lot lizards. Don't let them in. Yeah, it won't be good. It won't be good. Let's see here. No burn the next morning. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't burn the next morning. You don't get things that you know, bleach won't take care of. So yeah, definitely stay away from the lot lizards. They are better in theory than they are in reality. So yes, be very careful of that. Be very careful of that. But guys, I'm going to hop off of here. I appreciate everybody coming in and chilling with me. And there's a link to, hey, what's up, CDLA? CDLA just switched over to Ryder. He was delivering beer. And yeah, I enjoy his videos. Got a nice positive attitude. That's what I like in videos. I don't like a bunch of negativity. I like the positivity. I like the information. You know what I mean? Like, I respect those, 13 years delivering beer. Made a lot of thirsty people happy, man. A lot of thirsty people happy. But guys, I'm gonna hop off of here. As you can tell, I ate a triple cheeseburger, and it is I think it has some tranquilizer in it because it's knocking me out. I got a midnight delivery. I'm gonna catch a little nap. I dropped a link there. Everybody go check out my boy BOC, see what he's up to tonight. And until later, guys, take care of each other out there. And until next time, thank you very much.